Today, our topic is the Stoic way to build grit and resilience. Life is not always easy. We face challenges, setbacks, and sometimes even failures. But the way we respond to these difficulties defines who we are. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches us how to build grit and resilience, two qualities that help us navigate life's storms with strength and calm. Grit is the ability to keep going even when things are tough. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after facing hardship. Together they form the foundation of a strong and balanced life. Stoicism offers practical tools to develop these qualities, and today we will explore how to apply them in our daily lives. Let's start with understanding what Stoicism is. Stoicism is a philosophy that was founded in ancient Greece and later developed in Rome. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. The Stoics believe that the key to a good life is not in avoiding problems, but in learning how to deal with them wisely. They taught that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This idea is at the heart of building grit and resilience. The first Stoic principle to build grit and resilience is to accept what you cannot change. Life is full of unpredictability. Things will not always go as planned. People will disappoint us, situations will frustrate us, and sometimes, despite our best efforts, we will fail. The Stoics remind us that trying to control these external events is a waste of energy. Instead, we should focus on our own actions, thoughts, and attitudes. When we accept that some things are beyond our control, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and frustration. This acceptance is not about giving up, it is about choosing where to direct our energy. By focusing on what we can control, we build resilience because we stop being victims of circumstance and start taking responsibility for our own lives. The second principle is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for building resilience. The Stoics believe that by appreciating what we have, we can find peace and contentment even in difficult times. When we focus on what is good in our lives, we shift our perspective from lack to abundance. This does not mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means recognizing that even in the midst of challenges, there are things to be thankful for. For example, if you lose your job, it is natural to feel upset. But instead of dwelling on the loss, you can focus on the skills you have, the support of your loved ones, or the opportunities that may come your way. Gratitude helps us stay grounded and hopeful, even when life feels uncertain. The third principle is to embrace discomfort. The Stoics believe that comfort can make us weak, while challenges make us strong. They practiced voluntary discomfort to prepare themselves for life's hardships. For example, they might choose to eat simple food, sleep on a hard bed, or endure cold weather. These practices were not meant to punish themselves, but to build mental toughness. By willingly facing discomfort, they learned to endure hardship without complaint. This principle can be applied in modern life. For instance, you might choose to wake up early, exercise regularly, or take on challenging tasks at work. By pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, you build grit and resilience. You learn that you are capable of more than you thought, and you become less afraid of failure or difficulty. The fourth principle is to focus on the present moment. The Stoics believe that worrying about the past or the future only leads to anxiety and regret. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. The only moment we truly have is the present. By focusing on what we can do right now, we can take meaningful action and make the most of our time. This principle is especially important when facing challenges. Instead of worrying about what might go wrong or dwelling on past mistakes, we can focus on the steps we need to take to move forward. For example, if you are working on a difficult project, instead of stressing about the deadline, you can break the task into smaller steps and focus on completing one step at a time. By staying present, you reduce stress and increase your ability to handle challenges effectively. Fifth principle is to practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of grit and resilience. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The Stoics believe that self-discipline is essential for living a virtuous life. Without it, we are ruled by our emotions and impulses, which can lead to poor decisions and regret. To build self-discipline, start with small, manageable goals. For example, commit to waking up at the same time every day or completing a task before taking a break. As you build these habits, you will develop the strength to tackle bigger challenges. Self-discipline also helps you stay focused on your long-term goals, even when short-term temptations arise. The sixth principle is to view obstacles as opportunities. The Stoics believe that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. When we face difficulties, we have the chance to practice patience, courage, perseverance. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, we can see them as stepping stones. For example, if you are struggling with a difficult relationship, you can use the experience to practice empathy and communication skills. If you face a setback at work, you can use it as an opportunity to learn and improve. By shifting your perspective, you turn challenges into opportunities for growth. This mindset not only builds resilience, but also helps you find meaning in difficult experiences. The seventh principle is to cultivate a strong sense of purpose. The Stoics believe that having a clear sense of purpose gives us direction and motivation. When we know why we are doing something, we are more likely to persevere, even when things get tough. Purpose gives us a reason to keep going, even in the face of adversity. To find your purpose, ask yourself what matters most to you. What are your values? What kind of person do you want to be? What impact do you want to have on the world? When you align your actions with your purpose, you build grit and resilience because you are driven by something deeper than external rewards or recognition. The eighth principle is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. The Stoics believe that mindfulness helps us stay calm and focused, even in difficult situations. By observing our thoughts without judgment, we can avoid being swept away by negative emotions. For example, if you feel angry or frustrated, instead of reacting impulsively, you can take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself why you feel this way and how you can respond constructively. Mindfulness helps us stay grounded and make better decisions even under pressure. The ninth principle is to seek wisdom. The Stoics believed that wisdom is the highest virtue. It is the ability to see things as they truly are and to act with knowledge and understanding. Wisdom helps us navigate life's challenges with clarity and insight. To seek wisdom, we must be open to learning and growth. This means reading, reflecting, and seeking advice from others. It also means being humble and recognizing that we do not have all the answers. By continually seeking wisdom, we become better equipped to handle life's challenges and make decisions that align with our values. The 10th and final principle is to remember that you are part of a larger whole. The Stoics believe that we are all connected and that our actions have an impact on others. When we face challenges, we can draw strength from our relationships and our sense of belonging. We can also find meaning in contributing to something greater than ourselves. For example, if you are going through a tough time, you can find comfort in the support of friends and family. You can also find purpose in helping others who are facing similar challenges. By recognizing our interconnectedness, we build resilience because we know we are not alone. In conclusion, the Stoic way to build grit and resilience is about focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, embracing discomfort, staying present, cultivating self-discipline, viewing obstacles as opportunities, finding purpose, practicing mindfulness, seeking wisdom, and remembering our connection to others. These principles are not just abstract ideas. They are practical tools that we can use in our daily lives. By applying them, We can face life's challenges with strength, calm, and determination. Life will always have its ups and downs, but with grit and resilience we can navigate them with grace and emerge stronger on the other side. So let us embrace the Stoic way and build the resilience we need to thrive in an unpredictable world.